Hi there, it's Sean from the Wetsuit Centre. I'm going to talk about the child's or the youth reactor for 2010, and not one I'll personally be wearing, as you can quite imagine. 2mm wetsuit. It's from the Reactor family, which has got the same range of wetsuits as the adults. Really nice looking suit, as you can see, and really exceptional features for a child's wetsuit. First thing you'll notice, you've got the smooth skin panel here, and basically that's designed that no wind can get into that. And so on those cold windy days where your kid's playing down the beach and they're running along, it won't let any wind through the wetsuit. But more importantly, they've actually now put this integrated into the back of the wetsuit, so it can't get into their kidneys, and obviously if the wind gets into their kidneys, which pumps cold blood around their body, that's when they start to get cold. It's a flat lock wetsuit, which basically means the two pieces of material have been joined together and then stitched, forming a bond so no water can penetrate the wetsuit, which is a really good feature. And some exceptional features for a kid's wetsuit, they've actually now put on the smooth skin material on the neck here, which is basically designed that if the kid's moving in the suit, and that's rubbing against his neck, because it is smooth skin, what it's not going to do, like some of the cheap wetsuits, is dig into their necks or her neck and cause them rashes and cause them pain. The other thing I should bear in mind, and the question that I get asked, what's the difference between these and a wetsuit from a supermarket, is these are a proper wetsuit, it's proper neoprene, and also whereas the supermarket wetsuits, where we talked about the flat lock stitching here, which as you can see from there is forming a really nice smooth bond, all they do with a cheaper end non-neoprene wetsuit is they just join those two pieces of material together and just stitch them, which is when you get those fine lines of bunching. Those are the things which, are, when they're inside the wetsuit, will rub against your child and cause them rashes and a lot of pain after a few uses. The other key feature is one of those wetsuits is going to fall apart within about 2 seconds, whereas these are designed to last as long as what the adult suits are. So a really good wetsuit for your child to wear. Proper neoprene, looks nice, and has all the features of a top-end, an entry-level man's wetsuit in the Reactor family. Really good and exceptionally well priced this year. So definitely one I'd be recommended if you've got those kiddies and you're worrying about them on the beach. Obviously it's also going to give them UV protection when they're wearing these as well, but also allows them to play as long as possible in the water and the sea without getting cold and having much fun as possible, which is what it's all about. So there is the child's Reactor for this summer 2010.